Night is the most inclusive time period of the day. It belongs to the lights but also belongs to the dusk. The hustle and bustle is the night, the lonely and silent is also the night. But too long a night is an ordeal, and even sometimes we can't tell whether it's time to hide the soul or step into the collapsing critical. The ordinary people you've seen, who have a bright smile during the day, but you haven't seen them in tears at late night. You've also seen a lot of professionals, they are superheroes during the day, but you won't know they might be licking their wounds alone after nightfall. If one day, you met me at night, please do not speak up and do not debunk. During the day I live for life, during the night, I want to live for myself. That restless, fragile and horse is the most lonely me. The reason for the night in the world is to leave it to those who have wounds, to give them a piece of black that can lick their wounds alone, and not easily seen by others. The first year of my college, a girl named Sarah, for the first time, thanks to her, I can feel that a person's emotions can really walk at two extremes. She lives opposite my dorm, and I have a bad first impression of her. When I first met her, she was a freshman. She wore a large red chiffon sailor suit, her hair was braided into a hemp-shaped tie bundle. She walked in like an arrogant little princess. Her eyes were attractive, and her voice was loud when she spoke. Publicize, arrogant, smug, this is what I labeled her. At that time I was thinking that such a person must have no worry. She overturned all my prejudices when we were working together on a group assignment. There were only two of us in the dormitory. She lay on the bed opposite me and cried. She said, "I am really afraid, my father won't let me continue to study, but I really want to study. My father wants my brother to further study, and I can only go to work, you know. I really envy you, can study well, your father is good to you." It turns out that the superior soul will also be rooted. Behind that arrogant figure was the bitter support. I wiped her tears with my fingers, the moonlight came through the window, and I saw the eyes of the watery red and swollen like walnuts. I know that my comfort is only in vain, and I know that my silence is the best gift for her. The tolerance of the night lies in giving the world some unknown moments, crying wantonly and thoroughly, waiting for the lights to shine again, and continue to be the one who can't be beaten by life. In fact, everyone needs a space that belongs only to them, nothing to do with life trivial, just emotional catharsis. This is an exit, is our way to redeem ourselves. Last year December, I had a dinner with a few friends and talked about another girl who was not present. My friend Sam said, "What happened to her recently? Things she shared on social media are so shady." And another friend, Derek, said directly, "I had blocked her, looking at the negativity, and it's affecting my emotions." There was only one thought coming out of my mind that moment, and if they saw my post during my near-collapsing state, will they give the same comment? Sometimes we are clearly so close to each other, but we cannot understand each other's thoughts. The lively dining table suddenly gave birth to boundless desolation. 1 month later, the shady girl did not share anything on social media. Later we learned that at that time, she was having a hard time when she failed her exam. In desperation, those shady posts were her only way to release her stress. Sometimes we need not the comfort of others, more empathy is just a scratch. Just hope that some people can understand, that the always smiling is me, this pessimistic pretentious at late night is also me. We are all the same, living under the sun, also living in the shadows. We are all trying to make our lives into comedy, but there is always some lament in this. But the day is not eternal, nor is the dark night. The emotions of the present generation are very fragile, but the people around us are dogmatic and we have to learn to hide our emotions. A person's best state of life should be to learn to reasonably control their emotions. Do not over-amplify negative energy, and also do not keep quiet and say nothing, even if a packet of air-filled potato chips. You also need to rip a small hole properly to let the air out, not to mention a living person. Collapse is not humiliating, but a long-term collapse is a lesion. There are 24 hours in a day, and I want you to leave 12 hours for the daytime, 12 hours for the night. Leave the days to live, and leave the night for yourself. In this long night, no one is easy, late night collapse is always inevitable, even if someone coldly taunts. I hope you can also laugh and say, optimism is me, depression and pessimism are also me. This is not my norm, but it is also not my posturing. We are all the same, living under the sun, also living in the shadows.